On this day 1 year ago, the system known as Helene became a tropical storm. This is video from Tampa, Florida, where 1 year ago, people were clearing out drains, sandbagging, and prepping for the storm.
Over the next 48 hours, a monster formed. And of course, we know on September 27th, Helene left a path of destruction in western North Carolina.
As we near the 1 year mark of Hurricane Helene, we're focusing on telling stories of recovery, resilience, and the lasting impact of the storm.
Now, one of the groups helping lead that recovery effort is the Army Corps of Engineers.
Helene pushed millions of pounds of debris into Lake Lure. And in tonight's cover story, WBTV Photo journalist Greg Simpson shows how the group is cleaning up the mess.
So when I started at the Army Corps of Engineers, I never dreamed that I would be on a job removing debris from the bottom of a lake, let alone up here in the mountains of western North Carolina. Hurricane Helene was really a once-in-a-generation event. It was a hurricane here in the mountains. You know, when you think hurricanes, you don't think Appalachian Mountains or this far inland most of the time. And that hurricane spurred massive flooding. We had straight-line wind events. There was mudslides. It was really the whole gambit of disasters that could happen out here. Specifically within Lake Lure and Chimney Rock, what happened in this area is the Broad River basin received a whole bunch of rain, record rainfall, which then worked its way down the river. It collected debris, sediment, trees, homes from the town of Bat Cave and Chimney Rock, and then deposited all that here in the lake. It received lots of debris from upstream in that Broad River. It caused about 1 million cubic yards of debris to be deposited here within the lake. So to put 1 million cubic yards in typical terms, a NFL stadium can hold about 400,000 cubic yards. So this would be 2.5 NFL stadiums full of debris was deposited in this lake. So what you see over my shoulder going on in the background is the sand, sediment, and debris removal from the lake. We've got about 50 pieces of equipment out here working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, removing tens of thousands, hundreds of tons of sand, silt, sediment, debris from this lake. The lake itself has been closed by the town, and that was an effort, joint venture and effort between the Army Corps and the town. They had to lower the lake level for other infrastructure repairs, which benefited us to be able to remove all this debris using typical on-road or off-road equipment, tracked equipment, instead of floating barges and excavators and dredges. We anticipate we should be done somewhere around fall this year, more specifically around Halloween. So we're here on the bottom of Lake Lure, and what we've got here is just, you can see what this debris is. We've got the remains of a picnic table out here. I can see some PVC, little bits of metal, just anything that you could build a house out of or you could really purchase from a box store like Lowe's or Home Depot is in this sand, silt, and sediment. So right now where I'm standing, I'd be under about 30 feet of water. All of this is going to be removed that was storm-related debris. We've got really good sonar and survey data pre-event, and what that gives us is the ability to look at it after the event, and we know what to take out to get this lake back to what it looked like before Helene. Exciting to get the lake back open and help this community, just to help them heal, get them a little closer to what normal was like. A lot of people out here have had the worst day in their life. Some people have lost their lives, they've lost everything. Anything we can do to get this community back a little closer to normal is what we're out here to do.
Incredible efforts.